You gonna go? You don't need to. Sit down, little man. Hello, how are you guys doing? Joey, thank you for the resub. I don't think I saw that yesterday. Thank you guys. First, well, there we are. I got a boy in my lap. He was sitting in the chair, and he's just like a little liquid boy, so you pick him up, you plonk him down. Generally, he's all right with it. So, that's what's going on here. Here, hold on. There's a cat. Okay. And do morning coffee, but, you know, with, like, Herman in my lap. Let's scoot this over this away so you can see the boy. Oh, good boy. He's a sweet boy. I'm getting horribly killed to death in Elden Ring. Yeah, that's about where we're at in that game. Oh, it still says I'm playing Elden Ring. I should probably switch that off. He's a good boy. Yeah. Anyway, I just figured we'd start the day with something kind of different. Been playing a lot of Elden Ring since it came out. Just resting his head on the table a bit. Yeah, we got this picture of him sitting like a people. Tilda took these pictures. He just sits like a little man sometimes. You know? He's the king of silly sits. He's very good at them. Like, he apparently sat like that for a while. He's just sitting, you know? Like one does. He's very silly. He's a good boy, though. So yeah, just sipping on some coffee. Hanging out with the boy. Trying to figure out what I want to do today. I'm actually, like, excited to do a lot of different things on stream. I mean, Elden Ring is currently my obsession, because I've been enjoying that. I forgot how much I enjoyed that style of game. It's very good. You know, I don't know how I'm gonna beat that one guy. I guess I shouldn't say anything. But the boss that I was on yesterday at the end of stream. Not sure how that one's gonna. Are you done? You're done. Okay. We're done with that. Why are you being foof? Okay. I messed up his fur, I guess. He's very silly. And then let me move the chat over to this screen. Makes it a little easier. There we go. Perfect. The game has bosses and fellas. I mean, like, honestly, though, I think that that's a thing that, like, people don't want spoilers for that game. And they're watching other people go through it. I think I'm also doing a build that people don't normally do, which is why people are a little confused by it. I mean, this isn't spoilers, but going, like, heavy on health and bonking, and huge armor, just big dad, giant dad. The bonk build is very successful so far. The dad build is, I mean, honestly, what's on the menu today? So I got a couple of different options for us. There have been repeated requests for a design document for my little fella. This guy. Which, by the way, these stencils are still available if you want them. They are free for people to use however they want, like a reference sheet and a style guide. Free for anyone to use for whatever you want, to make Rev merch that you actually want and such. If you are interested, it's available on the Discord as well as on Patreon. On Patreon, you need to pay $1 or more to access the posts. For the Discord on Twitch, you need to pay a minimum of $7 because that's what Twitch decided. But yeah. My build is just being stanced the fuck up. If you have more stagger than me, I will die. But it's mathematically impossible. I love the aesthetic of your build. Like double cool guy swords and silly hat. I do kind of wish that I didn't have that arbitrary restriction where I'm just using the prisoner's helmet. But I'm of the opinion that my guy can't figure out how to do it. But yeah, so that's an option. We can work on the style guide, reference guide thing. That'll probably take us a while, but I love just the way this like looks. I love the way stencils look. It's such a cool aesthetic. We also have some new Zed Technician games. I need to I feel like I need to right now go ahead and send a message to that chat and be like, sorry if I was an ass. Sorry if I was an ass last night. That game, dude. Yeah, there's two new Zed Techs. One was a late Christmas game, and the other one was something. I don't remember what the fuck it was. But I've downloaded them both and a few horror games. So we got horror games on the option. You are not immune to tuber bait. Listen, like, people came out in droves to watch it, so you are not immune. That game is just like, yeah. Oh no, it's not a bad thing. I'm just saying. Oh, less to Mike. It was more I was concerned about being an ass to the other two. Because Mike is used to my bullshit. It's a new genre. I mean, I don't know if it's a new genre, tuber bait, but it's a thing. So we got that. We got obviously Elden Ring. Maybe I should like make a list and like write it down. Hey Lauren, how you doing? Yeah, so I was noticing that Mike does this thing where he streams on YouTube for like the first hour or so and then stops in order to coalesce more people over onto Twitch. Not a plan I had thought of as a tactic, but going up is a type of game, yeah. Only up was the progenitor, I think, aside from like Benny Fought It or whatever the name of that is. So yeah, we got Fella Sheet. Mike does it to funnel people to Twitch. And yeah, I think that makes sense. Sisyphean games. Yeah. What are we doing today? Well, I was just gonna say, I'm writing down a list of things that we can do. So we can do RimWorld. You should play the literal Sisyphus game. I mean, we could. Sisyphussy. No one mods his. I mean, I think it's like also very different with the way that my community is structured. Like the number of people in YouTube chat is like barely anyone, and so it's like it's mainly just people who can't or choose not to use Twitch for one reason or another. Like it doesn't work in their region, it doesn't load properly on their thing. Pathologic and or Pathologic 2. Man, those games, I could not figure them out, man. Moderation issue is a lie. He never intended to make his chat it a chat, so it's irrelevant. I mean, I guess. But yeah, I don't think that if I were to do the same maneuver, it would really achieve much of anything. I don't know what Yome is. So we got Fellowship, Rimworld, Sisyphus, obviously more Elden Ring. I'm just gonna put it on the list. Oh, your only move is Hustle, right? Hustle. I feel like we've done quite a bit of that recently, though. So if anything's gonna drop before I put up a poll about this, which is where I'm going with this, My Summer Car could be on the list. Fellowship, Rimworld, Sisyphus, Elden Ring. Your only move is Hustle. My Summer Car, Dive Kick. What was the other thing I was thinking about? You can also just vibe, man. Like, that's also an option. Oh, right, yeah. Horror games from Itch. Including the new Zed Tech. Thank you, guys. Why do you look like the guy from Disco RPG? Do you mean Disco Elysium? The guy with, like, alcohol problems? I would say, like, we look... Yeah, Harry Dubois. I don't... I think it's the, guy failure in me. Not enough facial hair. It's I don't have the facial hair, like, I've got facial hair here. He very much does not. He's got like mutton chops and they just go boof. Look like the main character from the skateboarding priest game. Skateboard. I feel like I could probably pull off a Harry Dubois one guy. Tequila Sunrise? Tequila Sunrise. Character? Are we still talking about the same character? Yes, okay. Let's go baby suffocate. Yeah, sure. I assume we can only vote for one thing. Yeah, I think that's going to be the case. I will make it so that way there's a poll here in a second. I will go ahead and put baby suffocation down in the horror games. Did I ever play Peeb's Adventure? I don't think so. It's some... Jesus. Knocked my table real bad. But yeah, I guess those are the options. Fellowship, Rimworld, Sisyphus Game, Elden Ring, which I think I'm gonna vote against Elden Ring and Hustle as options, unless if... Well, let's just take Hustle off entirely. Have I played Interior Worlds? I have no idea what you're talking about, so probably not, no. Earthquake in Maine? Oh, yeah. It's like, I would have felt that. Yeah, I think it's the bags under my eyes and the fact that I've been eating too much ice cream. I've been rewatching your analog horror stuff. I would love it if there was something along the lines of like angel hair again. But I mean, like, you don't get angel hair all that often. What flavors? So I've been having a lot of mint chocolate chip. Then there's like this vanilla fudge that they do as well. Very good. It's like kind of more like a syrupy kind of fudge with vanilla in it. And I'm thinking there was another flavor. Oh, What is the cookie one? The one with cookies and cream. That one was really good too. My mom thinks you look like retired Adam Jensen with eye bags. Yeah, I think so as well. All right. Let me make a straw poll. And straw poll is stupid now. I did actually enjoy Your Only Move is Hustle. But I don't know as if it's like the best streaming. If we do dive, you know what? Let's put dive kick and Your Only Move is Hustle in the same thing. Because, like, I feel like I could eventually understand fighting games by playing enough of Your Only Move is Hustle. All right. What game? Multiple choice is allowed. All right. So vibe. Dive kick is not a full stream type game. Yeah. Yeah. Work on the, what is it, reference sheet? That's the technical term for such a device. For my fella. Yeah, probably not a whole stream of it, but RimWorld, pick up where we left off with the rat people. Sisyphus game. Oh, I don't think anyone talks about Sumatory Dreams anymore. Jesus Christ, that's an oldie but a goodie. All right, Elden Ring. I'm gonna put it on the list, and if it wins, I'd be very surprised. My Summer Car, Dive Kick, slash Your Only Move is Hustle. And horror itch.io. Are you still in jail? Luckily, no. No, I'm not. I'm not playing Overwatch. Jesus Christ. I mean, like, dive kick sounds like there's not that much to it. It's like kick or jump, and there are no other controls. Can you move? No. Jumping is movement. How do you get closer? Aside from, you just dive kick? Okay. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'm gonna put a poll in chat, and it should go to both. Imagine Overwatch being your only... Yeah, I mean, like, people... Yeah, I really hate that Overwatch 1 is not accessible anymore, because I got, like, the super cool guy edition with, like, the Bastion, like, thing. Yeah, like, don't vote for too many, because then you'll just kind of fuck things up, but, like, you're allowed to vote for more than one. And I believe that went to both chats, so that should be fine. It's not really ranked choice, though. It only lets you pay... All right, never mind. You can only vote for one. I'm not sure why. I chose that, but I'm also incompetent, so... There you are. But those should be things. 300-year sentence, Maine doctor convicted of opioid prescription practices. Oh my god, what is this? Convicted Kennebunk doctor of 15 counts of unlawfully distributing controlled substances. Overprescribing opioids. Got it. Did you see the stinky streamer man said that he quit Shadow of Erdtree because it was too hard? I did. I didn't hear his exact reasonings, and I kind of want to listen to that, and I'm sure I can find that with like no effort. What's his name? Asmongold.
I might give it maybe another day.
All right. I do want to see what he. I mean, it is hard. I'm not gonna lie to you. It is hard, but also get good. It's getting review bombed because of the difficulty. I don't want to be the guy who goes like, but like it's fucking Elden Ring. It's a Dark Souls game, man. Like, it's kind of what you expect from the game. If you get to the DLC, you've literally beaten a majority of the game in order to get there. And at that point, you're like, man, it's too hard.
Are you done with the game?
It's so quiet.
I might give it maybe another day. Like, I don't know, but like I think I'm pretty much done. Yeah. Yeah, I am. I think that the DLC is too hard for it to be fun. Like, when every single attack combo like stuns you and then you're locked into an animation and then you get insta killed. I just like I can beat it, and of course I could beat it, but I just don't really want to. I don't want to sit through
What playing WoW does to a motherfucker.
100 attempts or 50 attempts on every boss where it's like you have to dodge like a 5 attack.
I mean, like, I'll be real. If he doesn't want to play the game because it's too hard, fine. Everyone has different ways that they enjoy playing games. But I mean, like, I'll be honest, my build is probably the build you go with. Like, I don't think that Dex is sex right now. I think Dex is like very glass cannon, and if you can't, like, if you want to play it as a bullet hell where you have one shot and you die, you can play that. But Jesus Christ, do you want that life? Sorcery and faith builds, yeah. You use dual halberd jump attacks, and that's about. Well, you do gotta like try other builds. Like, I mean, Limes is doing okay. Okay, well, then fine. There's a person that tried Melania 3,000 times and did it on his 3,000th skill issue, I'm afraid. I mean, yeah. I kind of don't want to play comfy games right now. Like, you'll notice that in the list. Like, none of these are really, like, comfy games. Because, like, I find those to be very dull and my ADD acts up, you know? The hippo seems very hard. Like, I'm not gonna lie. The hippo seems incredibly difficult. And, the death... Oh, yeah, no, the Death Knight was fine. I was able to take him out eventually, but I did summon. So, I may have to summon for the hippo. I mean, yeah, I would say there is a bad feeling with the load time being there. Yeah, I guess it's just like, I want the pacing of a game to be constant hits rather than like slow, like everything is going well because they say it's going well. Like, because to some degree, like really slow games allow me to think too much. And when I think too much, that's when my brain does bad things. I don't want that. So like Elden Ring is kind of refreshing because it's just like there's a shit ton of stuff happening, you know? I think I talked to Vinny about that once. I was like, have you ever played a game and it kind of feels like you realize how limited your time is on Earth? Like, you know that feeling? He's like, I don't think that's normal. And that stuck with me. Because he's right. Yeah, that's not normal. I mean, it could be entirely based around the idea that the boss is designed around summons. Could be, you know? I know that, you know, streamers are definitely encouraged to just get good rather than use summons. But I think a lot of people... I think a lot of people probably use summons and then they just don't talk about it. Yeah, you set your own difficulty curve in the game, you know? I do find that the upgrade system in the DLC is weird. Because, like, you do have to go and find it. It's not just like you go beat some dudes up and you get more damage. Like, it doesn't really work that way, you know? So it does feel different than a lot of games. Like, you actually have to do, like, story progression. Like, you have to go to where those things are. They said explore, don't just farm souls. And yeah, as soon as I realized that that was the game, like, it became a lot easier. And, like, I had a lot more fun with it. I was like, I am not able to actually kill this boss. I need to go do something else for a bit and then come back. But yeah. And then we have a whole bunch of people saying Asmongold can suck his... What it... Okay, I'm sorry, hold on. I just found another video of him playing, and this might be part of his issue.
So, the problem was dodging, and so we removed the need for it. Knowledge, yeah, that's what I said. Knowledge is the best secondary stat. Looked up a guide. That's the same character I had.
Like, the shield is fine, and I do use my shields. Like, I do use it to, like, kind of help with the issues. But, like, my shield use is mostly for parrying. Or if I'm getting sniped. Because, like, sometimes you don't know where it's happening. So you just like hold the shield while you're running, and then you roll in order to avoid getting shot. But the shield is just in case if you didn't account for something. And I do like going into a room, shield out, just in case if I didn't see the guy lurking on either side of the doorway. I've gotten good enough at Dark Souls like games that I know that there's gonna be dudes on either side of the doorway. But I still don't know all of the time, and it's good to just do that. And then here's something about him being transphobic. Okay. It's entirely fair to make fun of him for anything now. Like, I'll be real, like, dental health is incredibly important. Please stop looking at this dude. I think we're done looking at this dude at this point. I don't really get why insurance doesn't cover dental, because, like, do you know where your teeth are? It's in your head. Do you know where, like, your brain is? Also in your head. Like, inches away. Which is wild. Like, yeah, the eyes and teeth, the things next to your brain, the things that are required for, like, basic living, like the ability to chew food and to see food. Like, I don't know. I feel like that those should just be considered, you know, basic health. But then again, like, outside bones, when I close my mouth, my bones are all on the inside. Like, I mean, it's not like, is this a stoner moment? Whoa, dude. No. Because I've heard of people dying of dental related stuff that they don't realize that it's a big deal. That, I don't know. A tooth infection can fucking kill you. Like, because it's so close to your brain, it's gonna really fuck you up real fast. Like, your teeth are really important. I say as I drink a shit ton of coffee and fuck up my teeth. I will say that it is weird how white my teeth have gotten, despite the fact that I've been drinking Moxie and coffee and all that, just because there's, you know, clean fucking water. I'm not drinking, like, the dregs that have been, like, filtered down. It's not like a forever soup of whatever's in the water table in Texas. I'm so fucking glad I'm out of there. Like, Mike was like, are you know, happy to be out of Texas? And I'm like, aside from the heat the other day, yes. 100% yes. It's 78 in my office right now. That's fucking great. It's cold. It's rainy. If I didn't stream today, I'd probably just sit in front of the window and play guitar and drink coffee. You know? Is fracking illegal in Maine? I actually don't know. I have no idea on that one. Smoking fucks up your teeth too. Yeah. I only smoked for a little bit, and it was literally just like, I've always been a weird fuck. And I just didn't want people to, like, I just wanted alone time sometimes when I was hanging out with friends, and they all hated the fact that I smoke. So it's just like, you smoke, like, I would smoke a pack a month, maybe every 2 months. Like, I was barely a smoker, but it was literally just to have, like, just a little bit of space from my friends, because I would get overstimulated, and I'm like, you guys are too much. I need, like, a little bit of a break from, like, social bullshittery. Yeah, I mean, like, I highly recommend that if your place is, I don't know, weirdly preferential towards smokers, to fake taking up smoking. Like, buy cigarettes, buy a lighter, and go, I'm gonna go out for a cigarette break, and light the shit, and then just, like, hold it, but don't smoke it. Like, I'm not saying smoke, I'm saying pretend to. What is the least enjoyable online game that you've played? God. It'll still make your clothes smell bad. Right, but like, you kind of have to have a little bit of the smell. Competitive online. I mean, low-hanging fruit, but I want to say like League and Dota, they are games that encourage you to be assholes because of their design decisions to your teammates and expect a level of meta awareness and capability that I just do not care to learn. Yeah, buy one of those fake cigarettes. Yeah, I had a friend who took up vaping. I was like, bro, like, vaping's no different than cigarettes. Like, at all. We're gonna find out that a lot of people are getting lung cancer and all sorts of other weird shit from it in a few years. Because, you know, they think it's safer or whatever. Vaping uses disposable cartridges. I mean, yeah, I guess the whole, like, you know, eco environment thing is an issue as well. Yeah, I know. Like, smoking is very common in Maine. Like, I will say there are two things that really make me stick out as like a Texan here. One is the lack of tattoos. I have no tattoos. I want to get tattoos. But you know, it's a money thing, it's a time commitment, and summer's the worst time to get a tattoo. Because if you need it covered and protected for like 3 months before like your skin really fully heals from it. Chat picks a donation incentive tattoo. I like tattoos in general. I like the aesthetic of them. I don't think they have to mean shit. I think they can just be like, I think this guy's cool. You know? I've definitely thought about getting like my Vine Shroom tattooed on me back in the day when I was doing that. I you know, could get my current logo tattooed. I think a gas mask would be a good thing to get tattooed in general. I tried to get a job as a tattoo guy, but got rejected because yeah. Should get one of those, be one of those people who claimed they got a Master Chief like a scarecrow tattoo, or like literally like kitties make good tattoos. I really like if you've seen like the newest arc of One Piece, which I'm catching back up on, by the way, because like the completely legal website that we watch it on is getting updated. He's got like the main antagonist has like this really cool like fish scale tattoo sleeve. I think that's cool. Gummy bear Bart Simpson's tattoos that are weirdly common. I think that if I got tattoos, I would prefer it to be a, well, okay, there's one huge issue with me getting tattoos in general. I bring it up every time we talk about tattoos, but do you see how fucking hairy I am? Like, that doesn't stop. That's everywhere. You know, there are spots like the inner side of my arm that have no hair. There's like random patches where there's not hair, but like I am very, very hairy. Have I watched any of the Fenririn, or however you pronounce it? Yeah, I watched the first 2 episodes, and it's not as depressing as you'd think. But a lot of tattoo artists have spots they like and don't like the tattoo. The face is like, I don't trust a place that will do face tattoos. I will say that, because that is such a bad plan in general. Like, it is not societally acceptable yet, and you are going to get ostracized, and it's going to be harder for you to get a job, which is unfortunate. Is the thing that you actually need in order to go and do. Femorin is, the first couple episodes are a little bit sad, but I see it going in a different direction. It seems a little bit horny, but I think that's mostly the people oh god, eye tattoos. Speaking of tattoos, did you see that guy who got kicked out of Starbucks for, you guessed it, I don't think that was why he got kicked out. Fenrin, I think is probably a solid anime, but I just don't have the time or fucks to give to watch it. I would like to watch more One Piece and finish off God, what is Wano? I need to finish off Wano so I can get to Eggman. What is this? Okay, it's a bit. Hold on.
Well, guess who just got kicked out of Starbucks for, you guessed it, being white?
Amazing. Let's do one last run of the things. It lasted for weeks. That's amazing. Wow. That's great, man. I mean, it sucks, but that's dedication to a bit. I think you just wear really, like, maybe a lot of makeup or a hat. Yeah, I mean, that's one of the reasons that I don't want to get tattoos is part of my identity for a long time was the ability to drift and blend into a crowd. You want to get the Kaido tattoo? It's kind of fucking banger. I would probably get Yakuza style tattoos, not in like the actual style of them, but in the placement of them, where like I could be covered in tattoos right now and you wouldn't know. That's kind of more what I'm talking about, but I don't know what I would put. You know? I have a Metroid. I don't think I would do it for any I don't think I would do any brand stuff because that's not my vibe at all. I don't like I think it's okay. I say this while wearing a shirt that is promoting a brand, but like I don't really like that. I really think it's kind of insane to wear merch that endorses a product because it's like I have to buy it. So it's like I have to pay for I have to pay to be able to say that I enjoy your product, which is just like I don't get that shit. And that's why it's so hard for me to do merch because I'm just like, why would you want that? But like I realize that I'm just a weirdo and like that people actually want that and I'm hamstringing myself for no reason. some enamel pins would kick a tiny bit of ass. I mean, sure. I don't mind that kind of stuff, like pins and stuff. No, it says goth rocker. It's a reference to a it's a Warhammer thing. The fellow that got a Zune tattoo. No, that says Bad Dragon. All right, you believe what you want to believe. Well, it looks like with 24% of the votes, playing some horror. Did you ever hear Dragon Force's Space Marine song? No, I need to. Oh my god, that would be so good. What do you think of people who do porn tattoos on their bodies? I mean, like, there's something about, like, naked chick that's just a classic tattoo. But when it's, like, she's getting finger banged and fucked at the same time, like, that's a little weird, man. That's a little real weird. Yeah, women are pretty. I like that. Pinup art is great, but yeah. Some people really like women. Yeah, they're called straight dudes and lesbians mostly. Like that's like 99% of them. Oh, yeah, I mean, I guess I really need to find something that I believe in enough in order to get tattooed. And it's really hard to find a place where I can put needles are scary. I don't pain for me is not the worst thing that can happen, you know? Like I don't have a problem with pain. John Carter Martian tattoo, I don't know that one. I have less respect for people who get hentai girls brazenly prominently tattooed on their bodies. They're stupid as shit. According to Andrew Tate, sex for fun makes you gay. Get Tilda's face on your chest and you'll find out what she looks like as a werewolf. I don't think I would ever get my wife tattooed on me. Or just any, like, person. Just because I don't trust tattoo artists to be able to do it. Have you seen those ones where it's like a tattoo of the baby and the baby looks fucking evil? Yeah, tattoos of real people always look bad. Yeah, everything is about sex except for sex, which is about power. Old saying. I forget who said it first, but I remember the literature teacher at the community college was the first person that I saw that had it. Yeah, like a scarecrow would be pretty good. My little fellow would be pretty good. I kind of want it to be like a cohesive design to some degree. Yeah, tattoo the funky little guy I made. I do have to say, like, I got extreme amounts of influence on that fella. And I need to give credit where credit is due. I mean, you know, I came up with the design for the fella in the first place, but then I saw some art from Lily, who was like, did a bunch of stuff that was showing off, like, hey, you could actually do like a chibi version of this and it looks pretty fucking good, you know? Also, is this new? No, this one's for February 2nd. Still very cool. But yeah, the little fella was very influenced by Lilox Seal, I believe is how you pronounce that. LILIOX_CIEL on Twitter. I don't know if they do like commissions or anything. They have a Ko-fi and they do commissions. There we go. There's no such thing as plagiarism for artists. I mean, like, my vibe on how he's set up is also different than the way that they've done it. So, yeah. All right, well, it looks like it's probably time to switch over to doing something else. And it looks like we're doing horror games. And then if we run out of stuff to do there, we can work on the reference sheet. Is it Ko-fi or coffee? I have no fucking clue, man. I just pronounce it however I feel like at the moment, and then we'll see if anyone corrects me, is basically how I roll. But yeah, all right, let me go get some more coffee. There's a huge difference between influence and straight up copying. Yeah, I mean, again, they also have like the cloak thing set up differently than the way that I've drawn it here. So there's that. And also, like, the proportions are different. The joke is you're buying someone a coffee. I mean, so it should be coffee then. Coffee. All right, yeah. Give me 2 minutes to go get some more coffee, and I'll be right back. 2 minutes. And then we'll switch games to an actual game. People on YouTube, guess what time it is? It's time for me to turn off the stream and turn it back on. What? All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1.